Hello everyone. So we are back with another video, and today we are going to talk about stress, and we are going to deep dive upon everything about stress. There are a lot of things that I want to cover, so we'll go a lot of layers deep into stress. We will also give you a proven solution to removing the stress in your body, that removing the emotions inside your body, right? And it is something that I have tried it on myself. It really works. It has you know really improved my relationship with people. It has really calmed my me down a lot. It is very simple, right? Every day, if you do it just for like, I did it like 2 to 3 times, okay? And I want to share something with you, that just by 2 to 3 times of doing it, okay, uh, I started to feel the difference in my daily life. I could feel that after 2 3 days, when I'm collecting so much of emotions because of my daily life, right? If I don't do it, I can see that I can view the irritability inside my mind, right? The incapacity inside my mind to be peaceful. I can see it. Like, if someone says you something, right? You can literally, if you are in an observer state, right? If you're very calm, if you're very peaceful, you can see yourself getting angry. You can internally see that there is a lot of irritability, annoyance inside your mind, inside your body. You can view it. If you're calm enough, you can see it, right? So when I do it, if I just out of boredom or out of laziness, if I don't do this practice which I'm going to say to you, which helps me so much with stress relief, removing unnecessary emotions, right? Work emotions, relationship emotions, responsibility emotions. There are a lot of emotions connected to so many things, right? So much of burden is there, that and this. So when you do this very simple thing, right, what really happens is the mind, which is so heavy on you, starts to shrink. Why do people drink? People want to loosen the connection of the mind. The mind is so tightly having a grip. Mind is so tightly having a grip on your body's emotions, body's responses, body's thoughts, body is everything. Everything is the mind is a very artificial sort of it's a very limited programmed aspect inside your mind, right? Very limited thing it is. And but what happens is, because we do not deeply understand about the physiology of the body, deeply understand what is the mind, we don't care about it. We are so much focusing on cutting the tree rather than sharpening the, what do you call that, I don't know, axe, right? Sharpening the axe is understanding this body. This is your axe, right? So so you have to understand that mind is something which is you know a very bothering element. When you start doing some of the asanas and some of the things, and some of the breathing yogic practices, the mind, I could feel my mind going backwards and shrinking. I could feel something which is very naturally me, right? There is a me essence, there is a mind essence, right? I could feel that the mind is going back. I am what is naturally me is coming front, right? And I was able to experience that while I was doing the breathing exercises. That means breathing is the initial step to going inside. Breathing is something which is automatically controlled by the brain, right? When you take control of this which is already automatically in control, you start to take control of your mind, of your body, of your emotions, of your thoughts, of your responses. Every Do you choose to be sad when you are in control of yourself? No, never. You will always tell, let me be the happiest, let me be the calmest, let me be the most peaceful. This is the steps that will give you control of your body, which is right now in auto control by your mind, which is automatically not programmed to give you happy moments, or it is not programmed to work in favor of you. It is programmed to work naturally. Whatever happens, it's just managing. It's a very artificial thing. It's very artificial. Mind is an artificial brain. Mind is an artificial set of softwares that is present in the brain. Like automatically, whatever, this, for this do this, for this do this, for this we have to do this, for this, something like that. It's an artificial set of instructions. That is what the mind is. And when you start to energize yourself using pranic breath work, your mind starts to go back. You start to take control. You start to get the control of your brain. And it is a very very nice feeling to see that the mind is dissolving, right? Anyways, I think those are more something that we'll cover. I'm just trying to tell the intro, and I just realized 6 minutes have already gone. I really have to I know some of the videos really sometimes get really long. But yes, I think I just want to say to my viewers that uh, I wish we could really deliver everything that we want to say, everything that we feel in just 1 minute, so that I could put this as a reel, and a lot of people could probably view it or something like that. But I have not really found some way to just say something in just 1 minute. And then there is a lot of things that I always have an urge to share. I always feel that when you give the complete context, when you give the complete story, the complete story helps really the viewer, the listener, to connect the dots. Okay. And then the change starts to really happen. Lot of times there are a lot of people who are very very smart. If you tell two points, okay, and the middle 4 points are missing, okay, some people can connect the dots. For me, I'll tell this, and then I'll make the dots connected and then deliver what I have to deliver. So therefore, I take more time. My videos are a little bit more lengthier. I really want to finish myself completely, exhaust myself of whatever I want to say for that topic, and then I just want to. So now you know why some videos can become a little bit longer. But yeah, let's start this video now. So for the first thing is stress. Okay, I just want to talk a little bit about it. uh, in the present life, in the present time, which is 2025, in the present year, right? um, we have to work a lot, right? And our mind is constantly engaged. When we are working, there is a lot of processing and thinking that we are doing, right? And I want you to understand that what is stress. Stress is a term in physics, okay, and it is very beautifully explained. Okay, so right now, let's say this. Okay, this is not under stress right now. Okay, when you start doing like this is under stress right now, right? I want to say something by this. Okay, anytime, whatever you are capable of, if if you start stretching and doing more than what is your capacity, that is called stress. Okay, and I thought this is the simplest way to explain what is stress. Now, coming to stress for human beings, what happens is, when there is more than what your brain can handle, more than what your physiology, biology can handle emotionally, and as per processing capability. That is called stress. When you are not able to think more, you're exhausted. Okay, that means you're stressed out, you're done. That means more than what your brain can think, you've already thought and put into something. When, okay, I want to say one thing. Okay, emotions are something which keep on sticking inside your body. Okay, physically, energetically, you can't see it, but emotions just stick inside your body. And when you release the emotions, you have to do something like this, like you have to do like this and like this. Okay, energetically, all that which is inside your body comes on the surface of your body, and then you can just do like this. In Reiki, it is called as energy cleansing. It is very very important. Okay, we'll talk about that as well. Okay, now coming to one important thing which I wanted to say, lot of people are getting at a very young age a lot of heart attack. Not lot of heart attacks, they're getting heart attacks. They are getting a lot of heart attacks, one of them, the third one, usually being severe. But let's just say that a lot of people are getting heart attacks. Okay, uh, now one of the reason I feel, right, after doing a lot of uh, means like after like in the past few days, I've realized something, that my heart was also getting very heavy with emotions. It was overfilled, it was like excess, it was bursting out, it could not handle the energy. The emotional energy comes here, the emotional energy, right? It gets accumulated here, right? When you see that some people, okay, I want to give a reference point, so you are with me. Okay, I want you to think, I want you to know that I'm telling scientific things. Have you heard of people like uh, dying because someone else died? Right, it is because the heart could not manage that much of emotional energy, and it just gave up, it just blasted. Right, what happened when, you will say, right, they both were in love, this person died, this person could not bear that much of pain, right? That much of pain that this person could not bear. What is that pain? Pain is an energy which the heart could not bear, and therefore it just, right, it just gave up. I want to share one story wherein there is a proof, it has been documented that there is a swan. Okay, the swan, some people went and killed the eggs that the swan had laid. The mother swan came to the place where it had laid the eggs, saw that all the children have been killed. Okay, and because of the pain, right, it died. After some time, the father swan came, saw both of them dead, and the father swan also died. And this is a documented story which had happened in one particular park area, which is a managed park. Right, it's a Western story. It is very well documented, so you can see that it is not something that just humans have. Even animals have certain chakras: heart chakra, vishuddhi chakra, agna chakra. There are so many other chakras, right? Now, why did I say chakra? Why am I saying, why I'm going a little bit deeper? Okay, right, these chakras are the energy centers. These chakras are the energy centers. And when why when we are talking about stress, I want you to know that there are two types of stress that a human can have. When he's thinking too much, there is a different type of stress, but that's also stress. When there is too much of emotions, right, then also, if it is too much, then also it is stress. It is called as emotional stress, right? And if a person is not able to bear, if his body is not capable of bearing that much of emotional stress, it will die by heart attack, right? So what do we do? What do we do for this? How do we deal with stress? The simple thing is that we, in our daily life, when we are interacting with someone, when we are talking with someone, when we are working at office, right? Our body does not know that we are working in office, we are talking to our wife, we are talking to our children, we are whatever we are doing. There is a, whenever we are living life, when we live life, the emotional aspect and the thinking aspect is always involved, is always active, right? And we, when we live life, always there is an input to my thinking, the thinking and this emotions. There is always an input. Everything is going inside, everything is going inside, everything is going inside, right? What happened was, when I started doing the pranayama, I'll just tell what are the only two things I do. Only two things I do. That's it. I just want to tell you. One is Anulom Vilom, and I do it for 30 minutes. Till the time literally start yawning, I start feeling sleepy, I start feeling very relaxed. All this, in my face, right? There is there in everyone's face. There is a lot of nadis, right, which is actually little bit stressed and tensed up like this, right? Till the time naturally there is some relaxation in the shoulders, in the face, you can start feeling, once you're relaxed, right? Once the nerves inside your body just calm down, you can feel that, the small things, like the small tightness, the small, the tightness, it is getting released. You can feel that, all your, all this, little places where your muscles are tight. When you're stressed, you are also not aware that it is your nerves have actually caught these muscles, right? Around here, right? Lot of, and around your neck area, right? Around your lower hip area, right? There is lot of, it'll become so tight, right? When you start doing, when it's Anulom Vilom, which is very very normal. That's it. Just can you imagine that I do this in a very in this, I do this in the same manner, but the breath is very very deep. The holds are a little bit more, as much as I can, and then there is a release, and then again from the nostril where there is a release of air, again, you're breathing essentially only from one nostril at a time, and you're leaving it at from one nostril. Both the nostrils, no, your active nostril is only one. There is only one active nostril, okay? So what happens is, inside your body, right, you are made out of panch mahabhutas, right? um, Air, water, fire, earth, and ether. Ether is the cosmic element which makes the other four elements. But essentially there are five. In the combination of these five elements, everything in the world is made. The stones, the water, eh, like a small example which I keep saying is, when fire and water get mixed, it becomes acid. When water and stone becomes mixed, it becomes something like a jelly, like mucus. Like it is watery also, it has stone properties also, half. When a stone is earth element is like, when 100% earth element is a stone, 100% water element is water, 100% fire element is fire. When these combinations mix, right, you get different elements. When you might be saying air and fire, when it get mixed, it is called as hot air, right? When the air becomes very very hot in nature, right, very very heating, right, then it becomes the mixture of that is the mixture of air and fire. right? And there are so many other things. We'll just not go too much into this, right? So all this entire body, the bones, the hair, the eyes, you say, right, eyes become red, right? Because eyes naturally has a lot of fire element, right? That's why we say that eyes became red of by anger or something like that, we say, right? So eyes is a fire element organ which has more fire element. The visibility of eyes, right, is comes from fire element. The heat of the body comes from fire element. When the body becomes cold, the person is gone, right? So there are there are so many things to this. You can always deep dive into this. But yeah, coming back, so what happens is when you start breathing, right, there is an inside channel, energy channel. Your energy, because of the air, right, the other panch mahabhutas gets impacted. When the panch mahabhutas get a lot of energy, they start to remove the unwanted energy inside your body. Your body starts cleaning. What does it start to clean? The excess emotional energy that you have, right? Which is like you spoke to that person, you spoke to this person, nothing bad is happening, but even then you have to remove those energies. Nothing bad happened in my in the past few weeks. There was no stress, there is nothing. But even then, when I did pranayama, when all those emotions, when all those memories just were removed from my body, I felt very relaxed. I did not fight, no arguments, no nothing, no expectation, nothing. For 4 or 5 days I was absolutely there was nothing. But once I even then when I did anulom vilom for 30 minutes, the body relaxed. Certain unwanted emotional thoughts, emotional energy was still there in my body. After doing this for 30 minutes, when the body relaxed and all the emotions just came to the surface, I did this, right? I relax my body, I remove unnecessary things from my body. When I started doing that, body really really relaxed and calmed down so much, right? When you are emptying your body from the past emotions, right, there is no chance there will be a overload in your heart chakra. If there is a no chance of overload of your heart chakra, because of over you are decreasing your chances of some drastic disease or something, right? Can you can understand, right? A lot of people are facing such a huge problem, and all this because of overload of emotions in the heart chakra. And you might be thinking, Shreyas, but I'm just cleansing my energies. What if biologically something happens or something like that? When you're so relaxed, lot of good hormones are released from your body, from your brain naturally to the mind. If you're happy, the chances of you to get some kind of disease or some kind of problem is very low, because doing yogic breath work, you're energizing all the elements of your body to such an extent that they started cleaning your emotions. Imagine that the biology which is already naturally running, all the white blood cells which is naturally killing all the cancerous cells inside your body, imagine how much of energy because of prana is going to the cellular level and giving energy to the white blood cells which is already protecting you. When you're stressed, the chance of indigestion, chance of lot of body's natural processes, they itself go down. When you're very relaxed, when you're very free, comfortable, there is no emotional burden, emotional thoughts, anxiety underlying, subtly underlying problem creating thoughts, negative, subtly, it is very so subtle. I did not know what were the thoughts which were creating some kind of low mood for me. Even though from 5 days nothing happened, but there was relaxation was not there. When I relaxed my body, I also don't know what was removed from my body. So the thoughts can be so subtle, right? That you cannot, you don't know what it is, but it is still impacting you, but you need to clean them out, right? Every day we clean our house, we forget, we don't understand this, no one tells about this. That's why, a lot of people are having a lot of problems. We need to clean our body. Body is also a house which homes a lot of emotions, which holds a lot of thoughts, which holds a lot of memories. These memories need to be removed so that fresh memories can come. I'll tell you one more example, okay? I joined this particular gym, and I mostly don't do any workout or something. I just come here for probably dance classes, yoga classes, and some spinning classes, or all of those, group activity kind of classes. I don't do much of the workouts, which you should do. I'm not recommending that, but I'm just telling you what happened is that for the first few months, not months, maybe first 15 weeks or something like that, okay? There was no, when I was dancing, I was just, doing, technically I was just doing whatever I was doing, right? After I started taking the breath work, pranayama and brahmari. Okay, brahmari is this: you just inside your, which is that ear hole or something, you just put this thumb here, okay, both the sides, and then just relax your mind, and then you can use this particular finger to control the sound. Okay, you need to make a humming sound, you need to make a bee sound, humming bee sound, right? And then you just place this on different energy nodes of your body, right? This is one energy node here, right? If I press it, I can start feeling things, right? If I think, yeah, here there is an energy node, here there is energy node, and then you can place this one here, something like this. Right, I use this to control the noise of which I'm making, right? When I control the noise, I can change the location of the vibration which is happening inside my brain, right? What is the use of this? It is called as brahmari. It has been scientifically proven to enhance the mind's thinking capacity. There is a prefrontal cortex, right? And prefrontal cortex has certain active alpha something, right? All of those alpha proteins or something increase by 1000 times, not one time, two time, 10, 1000 time increase when you do one brahmari. That means one time if I do and then again I take a breath, again I do that these are two, this is two brahmari, right? One brahmari increases 1000 times the prefrontal cortex activation, right? So now I don't do it for activation and all that. I know one thing, that my brain, I always feel like I want to remove my brain and wash it, and then keep it clean, and then relax it and something, or put it in an ice cold what is it, water or something like that. We cannot do that. But how can we actively relax the brain? When we do a little bit of vibration, right? Whatever dust is there on the nerves inside the brain, it gets shaken off. What do I mean by dust? The pre underlying emotions, whatever our brains have, lot of things, they hold on to a lot of things. When I keep shaking it, no, it gets relaxed, right? Brain is like this, right? I keep doing like this inside all the nerves, right? It shakes, it shakes. When it shakes, it gets relaxed. Whatever emotions it is holding, right, it has to leave it, and the emotions start falling down, right? From your brain it just falls down, and it comes, I'm sorry, it comes to the surface, right? It comes here, it comes here, and then you can just do this, right? And you can do in back of your neck also, you can do, right? Especially here, lot of stress just comes and just gets stored here. Ideally, this muscle is there, I think it's called trapezius or something like that, right? It'll become stiff, it'll become very stiff. When you relax yourself, you'll see that it becomes very very light. You can literally press it, right? It should not be hard. Naturally, this muscle should not be stiff, it should be very relaxed. If this is relaxed, that means you are relaxed, right? So, and what happens is, when I started doing this, right, when I felt all of my emotions are coming on the surface, right? It's energy. You have to remove this energy. You cannot assume that, okay, I have done this, I'm just game over. The energy is getting pushed out from your system, right? Once it gets pushed out of your system, it comes outside, right? The energy is stored here, it will come here. The energy is stored here, right here. When you're stressed, you do this, right? Oh god, oh god, oh god. Right? Why do you do that? You're trying to push the energy away, you're trying to remove the energy. Subconsciously your body is trying to push that energy away from this particular point, and this particular point is where the energy is probably getting stored, right? So what you need to do is, when you do Brahmari, you create a kind of shaking thing, and then all the stress and all just starts to come on the surface. When you do breath, right, the breath is actually bioenergy, right? Breath is actually life force, breath is actually electricity, bioelectricity to run this machine. This machine is there, right? Which is the body, heart, lungs, brain, eyes, nose, and all that. This is actually a machine, biological machine. The biological machine needs energy. That energy is breath, right? So if you give lot of energy, the body will start cleaning itself. If you give more energy to the body, the mind, which is sitting in the control seat, right, it starts to understand that, okay, okay, this person is able to actually control, and he has started doing the cleaning. The master of the house has come home. Okay, the mind is actually a servant, your servant, who is actually controlling your home. This is your home, this is your body, right? When you start coming home, that means you start, when you start doing, breath is the path to controlling your home. It is the key by which you can enter the home. Breath is the key to enter the home. And when you start going inside, right, the servant starts to go in the servant quarters. The master, using the breath, starts to slowly control everything, starts to visibly see everything. I want to say something which had in my younger days really motivated me. You know that there are people, there is documented evidence, obviously, right? You can check this out. You can control your heartbeat. Imagine someone is stressed, something is happening, and you can visibly tell your heart, wait, nothing has happened, it's okay, just slow down. You can control your heartbeat, you can control your digestive systems. I don't suppose I am right now little bit overweight. I will say my body digestive juices which is flowing, because of which I start feeling hungry. It should not flow. Whatever fat is already there in the body, directly consume all those fat for the body's energy. You can go to such an extent that you can say that I will live on the basis of air, I will not consume anything. That is also possible, but let's just leave that aside. I'm just telling you what is the level at which you can gain control by breath. Breath is the key. Breath is the key, right? Not about any fancy things, okay? When I started doing this breath work, and I could see that the mind is slowly disappearing and going backwards, right? My mind is also very clever. It knows that only smart people can take over the home. So what, I could not push it back to the servant quarters, right? At least not now, right? uh, I could see that it was seeing me, and it was just going a little bit back, knowing very much that right now the situation has not come for the master to take control of the house. I still have to take control of the house for some time. It just moved a little bit back, right? It is sitting here and it doing everything, right? When I, it's like I came outside and knocked the door. Then the mind was doing the work, and then it just saw me, right? And then it just waited whether I'm going to open the door or not. I could not open the door, right? I just uh, realized someone else is sitting inside and I am outside, and this is my house, this is my body, it was given to me, right? And I, those realizations had come, and I want to share that with you. I want to share that with you because you have to realize that uh, the one who has control over his body lives a better life, right? And there is so much benefit, so much to gain by controlling your own body, your own emotions, your own thoughts, your own responses, your own mood, right? You don't have to be under some default mechanism, right? A default limited mechanism. It's automatic small set of instructions. That is, it's a very limited sort of system. Mind is a very limited sort of system. You're controlled by something which is very very limited. It does not have its own brain, this, that, emotions, thought process, everything. What it is, just following some very basic kind of instruction. It's like an artificial, limited artificial intelligence, not even full on, right? So I think that is that. And yes, so let's come to the conclusion of this video. I think there were few things which I wanted to share, and I did share them. Let's just conclude this video. uh, so present day and life, when we watch a lot of TV series, okay, we are concluding everything. Okay, so first let us start with stress. What are the factors that give us stress, and what are the different types of stress, how we can remove it, and what are the things which help to remove it, how it gets removed. We'll just conclude it, okay, once again. So in our daily life, right, when we interact with someone, some kind of memories start getting stuck to our bodies, right? And if it is a stressful or a painful, if it is a stressful and painful situation, right, the that memory is inside our body, and keeps on running it keeps on running inside our body. Okay, what do you mean by running? That means you keep remembering it, and you might have come out of that situation, your body is still in that situation. That is something very important. You came out of that situation, you fought with that person, and then that person left, you also left. Physically you guys have left. Energetically, that situation is still in your body. Energetically, the fighting which you have done, the argument which you have done, the situation that you had to face, energetically it is still inside your body. Now it becomes your duty. If you want to be peaceful, relaxed, you have to remove it. Otherwise, if you keep accumulating, you will get heart attack, you'll get panic attack, you'll get anxiety attack, you'll have low mood, you'll have very quick anger. You will very quickly get angry. Fatak say something is saying something, immediately situation is this much, but you'll have this much anger, this much. Why does that happen? It is not because of that situation, it is because of some other situations which have accumulated inside your body, and that's why for this much of drama is coming from you, response is coming from you. It just shows you are not correctly managing your body and removing the emotions. You're not dusting your, smell is coming from your body because of the underlying subtle emotions which you have not cleaned from your house. Okay, now how do you do the cleaning? Right, how do you do the cleaning? Okay, when you give energy to your body, the body starts to clean the house. Now this is a very, fairy tale explanation. I'll tell you what happens actually. There is ida nadi. Ida is masculine energy, pingala is feminine energy. When you start activating these energies, the these energies, right, it will be like this: pingla will be high, ida will be less, ida will be more, pingla will be less, right? These energies start to remove any unnecessary unpositive vibrations which is present inside the body. Any vibration which is present inside the body gets removed, right? Whether it is positive emotions, whether it is negative emotions, anything, right? Oh Shreyas, if it is very positive, I'm very happy, that also will get removed. Yes, that also will get removed. When everything which is inside will get removed, will get cleaned. When it is clean, when it is very clean, squeaky clean, right, you will feel relaxation, right? You will feel relaxed, you'll start feeling relaxed, you'll start feeling calm, right? You'll not feel anything. There is no feeling in when you're in peace, when you're relaxed, when you're very calm, you will feel like very sleepy. You will feel nice. Okay, you'll feel relaxed. Now I remember I was saying that about that dance, right? After 2 or 3 weeks of doing the dance classes, what really happened was I was doing very mechanically, like a robot. After I did the emotional cleansing, right, doing Anulom Vilom for 30 minutes, and then Brahmari for another 15 minutes. This is what I do, right? I do Anulom Vilom for at least 30 minutes continuously. After 30 minutes, that's when my body starts relaxing. Okay, after that I know that I there are still some kind of emotions inside my brains, not brain. There is still some kind of emotion in my brain, right? So I start shaking the brain's nerves by doing Brahmari. When I do, the brain starts shaking like this. Little bit of shaking happens inside the brain. When that happens, then I feel that yes, I have significantly removed and cleaned the emotions from my body, from my house. After that, what happened is, after doing this just for 3 4 times, next time when I'm dancing, I started laughing, because the dance was producing the dance which was very, I used to do it like this. But after, like, doing Anulom Vilom, cleaning my body, the dance which I was doing was like this. Naturally, I was laughing. Naturally, the beautiful steps of the dance, it was creating happiness inside my body, because so much of emotions were already packed inside my body and overloading. When I used to dance before, and new emotions used to come and then just fall outside, come and just fall outside, because already heart is full, right? So it used to come and fall outside. Now when my heart is empty, when I'm dancing, naturally all that dance wala, happiness is getting created, and I could feel it. My body was able to feel the small dance automatically. The happiness that dance, the movements of the dance create, the movement of the body creates that. I could feel that, and it was such a nice feeling to feel the happiness in movement. It was beautiful. Why was I able to feel it? Because I was empty, right? So, and this is very important. Okay, that's what I want to share with you. That to feel the small happiness, right? When you do small things, you have to be empty. To so empty yourself. Okay. Now, yeah. So we spoke about. Okay. Now let's come to the actual core technique. So Anulom Vilom, Anu, 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 Lom, LOM, VILOM. It is a Patanjali yoga based pranayama. Prana means breath. Prana means this. This is called as prana, right? Yama means exercises. Breath exercises is equal to pranayama, right? In those breath exercises, I do not, there are so many bastrika and then kumbhak also. When we hold our breath, it is called as kumbhak. That is also something that we are doing, right? And I hold it my breath, I'm not releasing it. This is called as a kumbhak. When I hold, inhale and hold, exhale and hold for few seconds. Not for, it is not like 3 seconds I should hold or 4 seconds. No, hold till whatever time you are capable. If you feel like don't exert yourself, right? If you feel like releasing, then hold again, right? Whatever capable you are, till that time you should hold. You should be very relaxed. And one more thing, lot of people know they do it without back support. Right now, please understand, we are we are not athletes, okay? Don't do on a, without the support, without a back support. I always take back support, and sometimes I take head support also. I'll put my head on the wall. See, when you're doing any exercise, especially pranayama, your body should be relaxed. You should not have even a single thought that my neck is hurting, my back is hurting, my or something is happening to me, I cannot sit like this, my back something, if I cannot do like this. You should not feel like that. Your you should entirely be in breathing only. You should be thinking about breathing only. You're going inside, air is going inside, then air is coming outside. What is happening to my body? There is subtly, my body is slowly there is some vibrations happening inside my body. I can feel those vibrations, I can feel the relaxation. How? Okay. And then control the breath. I'm controlling, I'm with the breath only. I'm not thinking for even a second that, oh, my neck is paining, my body is paining. So that's why always take back support. Now coming to, okay, now coming Anulom Vilom. Okay, first you remove all the air from your left nostril, then you breathe, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale. Okay, so this I do for 30 minutes. This helps to clean the body's emotions, right? And the second thing which I do is brahmari. Whatever is there in my brain, right, it shakes it off, shakes all the emotions off. So do the Anulom Vilom for at least 20-30 minutes. Okay, keep doing. You will, trust me, you will start yawning, you will start feeling sleepy, you will start feeling very relaxed. All this tightness in your face is there, no, it will start loosening out. If your face is very tight like this, it will start getting relaxed. Okay, body will relax, shoulders will relax, the hand, right? Hand is also very stressed. People don't realize, I also did not realize. Hand got very relaxed. It became free. The tightness in the hand was became free, because the emotions is getting released, is getting cleaned, is getting removed, right? uh, Brahmari also, we know we did. The timing is 30 minutes of what is that? Anulom Vilom. 15 to 10 minutes to 15 minutes of Brahmari. Always try to have some, whenever I do it, I have some music. I have some music in the background. I play piano music, right? Sometimes throat chakra. Throat chakra is related to Ida Nadi, feminine side, right? Because we are overworking, because when we think, right, we are activating our Pingala Nadi. Overthinking. We don't use our emotions. That's why people nowadays has become emotionless. Whatever whatever is happening right now, right? People don't have emotions only. Why? Because lot of overactivation of masculine energy, right? Even the females are becoming like males. Why are females becoming like males? Because they're working, because they're thinking, because this is activating a lot of the uh, masculine energy. Everyone has masculine energy, feminine energy. The more you use something, the more the more that becomes your nature. If you use a lot of feminine energy, you will become more feminine. Even the boy will look more feminine if they use more of feminine energy. If they use a lot of emotions, if they care a lot, if they love a lot, that person will start to become more feminine, right? So that's why even the females right now, as you can see, they are starting to become more like males, more male-ish. Okay, so I wanted to say this. I thought I don't know. It does not make sense to say it right now, but I just want to say, I wish the world had Eastern Sanatan fundamentals with Western innovation. Right? Just imagine such a beautiful combination, right? Eastern fundamentals, ethics, honesty, integrity, Eastern, uh, Eastern inspired, Eastern thought, Eastern, fundamentals like integrity, caringness, and all of this, and Western innovation. Such a beautiful combination. I just wanted to say this. Yeah. Now, yeah, coming back, so we started with what causes stress, right? Your daily life that causes stress. Okay, how do you remove it? By doing anulom vilom and brahmari, right? Anulom vilom should be done for 30 minutes, brahmari should be done for 10 to 15 minutes, right? You can do it daily, no time. Always take support, back support, neck support, everything. When you're doing anulom vilom and brahmari, you you do some flute music, in Indian traditional instrumental flute music, right? That really helps you to keep on doing it. It helps your mood a little bit. If you're otherwise Sometimes I use different chakras. Every chakra has a beej mantra. Let's not go there at all, because that can be extremely risky, right? So let's not don't do with the beej aksharas, right? mm, yeah, I feel totally empty with respect to this topic. And yeah, I just hope uh, this really helps you. Please do it, please do it, please do it, please do it. And I hope you feel the relaxation. I hope you can feel the emptiness, the peace. I feel when I feel you can feel the mind, dissolving. People get drunk, people smoke, people do take some chemicals, right? To remove the effect of the mind. You can do it for free by using your breath. So, chalo. Thank you for watching till now. I know, I just tell things very, very randomly, raw, in a very raw manner. A lot of things are not very structured, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you really use this in your life. Thank you.